Fresh off winning a second straight PLL championship, Michael Ehrhardt joins us now. Michael, you got to walk me through how do you celebrate a championship in a bubble?
It was pretty interesting, but I mean the PLL did a great job of getting us everything we needed to celebrate, and they had a great setup on the field and in the locker rooms afterwards, and a nice little after party for us. But it was just kind of a big celebration for how successful the 3 weeks were in that bubble, and fantastic job the PLL team and the medical staff did to keep us safe.
All right, so a couple of days later, I still have a hard time fathoming how, like, you guys went from being down 4 goals to all of a sudden just running away with this thing. That run in the fourth quarter, what changed? What was the key for you guys turning things around?
I mean, we had a game plan going into it, and I don't think we really got into it offensively into the fourth quarter. And John Hoss did a great job leading the charge, and then after he scored that big goal, and Joe Nardella pretty much took over and was popping the ball forward and got the ball to Zed, and Zed took over and really took control of the game. And once we got to 6-5, you could really feel all the momentum and energy changing over to our sideline. And obviously we did a great job on the defensive end, and we kept getting the ball. Your best offense is winning those face-offs and then giving the ball to the offense. So they did a good job putting the ball in the back of the net finally, and it was nice to get on that run.
I think that run in normal circumstances with a big crowd for a championship game, probably you're able to kind of fuel off the energy of a crowd. But I think it's so unique in these times watching anybody, whether it's what you guys have done in lacrosse or basketball, like a run, you can't really fuel off of anything because there's not a lot of ambient noise or things to kind of judge that, to jolt that momentum forward. How did you kind of get on a roll? Was it just a feeling thing? Was it the sideline? How do you fuel that momentum?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely tough, obviously, not having a crowd there. And they were pumping some fake crowd noise into it. So you kind of had that in the background. And obviously, a bunch of the staff was watching, but it's not at the magnitude of people that we were usually have at those games. But yeah, I mean, you just really rally around yourselves, and that was huge. I mean, we had a great locker room, great team, and everyone really bought into what we were trying to do, and we'd all rally behind each other and really kind of get the energy up, feeding off of each other, and that really helped us all tournament.
How does this title compare to what you guys did last summer?
Oh man, hey, I mean, obviously going back to back is great. This one definitely feels pretty good. Obviously, having the whole world watching and a lot more eyes on this one, probably more than the past one. But obviously, it was the core of the team back, but we had a lot of new additions with Zed and TJ, Camizio, and Max Tuttle, and a couple other guys who really stepped up and played big roles for us. So obviously it was a little different dynamic, but we stayed true to who we were, and it was really great to get this one again.
And it just seems, I guess, unique that it's a Virginia guy who helps win a bunch of Maryland guys a title, right?
Yep. Yeah. No. I mean, it's obviously great. We have a lot of guys on our program that are on our team that came from great programs. So Zed's another example of it, and he fit really well, fit in with us really well, and he was a great addition. And obviously, it was nice to have him put the ball in the back of the net for us at the end of the game.
Yeah, he caught fire. I wonder. Is there another run throughout maybe your college or pro career that you could equate what you guys did in that second half? Is there another run like that was similar in your career?
I mean, I'm trying to think. I'm not sure on the top of my head, but yeah, I mean, obviously these games are a lot quicker than usual, and they go by pretty quickly. So when it came down to the fourth quarter, we didn't have much time left. So it was a great run, and glad we were able to find the back of the net in the fourth.
So give me a little story time here, because bubble life was probably a little unique. What's your favorite story from inside the PLL bubble?
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of great stories.
Give me
But I
one.
mean, just I mean, we Zed and Rambo would play video games together all the time, and Zed would he would beat up on Matt pretty good every time they played a ton of Madden. So a lot of card games going on too. A lot of stuff going on off the field. A lot of games. So there was just obviously the camaraderie between all the guys on the team, and just being able to hang out off the field. It was great, but a lot of great times together.
And I take it that Rambo is not the best loser in probably anything, but especially not a video game.
Nah, he's got an excuse for every time he loses, but Zed took it to him in Madden pretty much every time. So
Fair enough. Hey, before we let you go, is the mustache staying? Is that a quarantine mustache? Like, what's going on?
we'll see. It's probably gonna come off, but yeah, a lot of us had them. I know a lot of guys that have already shaved them off. So we'll see how much longer this goes. But it was definitely a nice little look for being in the bubble and test it out a little bit. So my mom wants me to shave it off, so we'll see what happens.
You got to do what mom says. Those are the rules, especially once you get outside the bubble. Michael, hey, congratulations, another championship. It was fun to watch you guys throughout the last couple of weeks, and enjoy some time back at home.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.